Hey YouTube. So you probably clicked on this video to see the cheapest 1000cc sport bike. Going right into it, here it is. So I don't know if any of y'all can tell what this used to be. This used to be a Kawasaki Concours 1000, which is kind of like a sport touring bike. It had like bags on the back and a big windshield fairing, and yeah, it had like super hot bars. But I've only put about $200 into it in parts to make it a really nice looking sport bike. And I originally bought this bike for $1,000. It did have scraped up fairings when I bought it, so that was, the side fairings right here were scraped up, so those just got took off. But that was pretty much the reason I got it for so cheap. But I mean, you can find these deals probably wherever you are too, because these bikes are getting pretty cheap nowadays. And it is still a touring bike, so it is slightly less fast than the super sports of those days, partially because it is shaft driven, so you got a little more drivetrain loss there. And I think the only other difference between this and like the ZX-10Rs of the day were it had slightly smaller carburetors and just a different camshaft in the engine. And this is a 2002, by the way. I don't know if I said that. 2002 Concours 1000. Yes, I mean, I'll flash a picture up here of what a stock one is supposed to look like, or used to look like, and then you'll be able to tell what I changed on it. I built this whole rear cowl piece out of metal, just out of sheet metal I had laying around. And then just a little custom eBay taillight and license plate holder. That was mainly the hard part, just building the tail section, because that was all custom. We switched over to pod filters, get rid of that whole big air box in there. I made some custom side panel block offs. Took the mufflers off. We just have little tips right now. It's basically straight piped. It's pretty loud. It sounds great, I think. Another obvious mod is the low clip-ons, using all the stock controls. Just put the clip-ons on it. Also pass the forks through a little bit up top to lower the front a little bit, give it a better stance. Put this aftermarket gauge on. The stock gauge pods were like this big, but the gauges do not actually work. Or my speedometer works technically, but it's not accurate at all, so it basically doesn't work. I need to figure that out. Other than that, I mean, obviously painted, put the decals on there. Just a eBay headlight. Sorry about this lighting. Had to stick an old mirror I had laying around to pass inspection with it. But yeah, actually the stock wheels, I actually thought they looked super good. I mean, it has dual rotors in the front. It's got a rotor in the back. No drums here. But yeah, I'm sure you guys can look up a Concours 1000 in your local ads. Put a couple $100 into it and have a 1000cc sport bike for $1,200. I'm actually about to leave now to meet a guy to go sell it, so I'll probably cut this out here and then come back with an update if I actually do sell it, and then maybe we'll be getting some more bikes for the channel. All right, if you got any questions about the bike, questions what I did, parts I used, anything else, leave it in the comments, and I'll see you next time. I'm back again. I forgot to put in a sound clip, so here's a sound clip. I think it sounds pretty good.